Well, good evening, listeners everywhere. I'm Bradford Becker here to welcome you to Red Barn Radio. This evening, we continue on in our 23rd year of broadcasting with episode number, are you ready for this? 873. Yep. Lane Morris is a musician native to Glasgow, Kentucky. Growing up in rural Kentucky, he spent lots of time cleaning horse stalls, working cows, and breaking colts, all the while cutting his teeth on the stages all over the state and Tennessee. He also plays with the band Mountain Rose, and they do some groovy, funky stuff that is definitely worth a listen. Welcome, Lane Morris, to Red Barn Radio.
Howdy, howdy.
Good to have you here.
Thank you guys for having me. I think I'm going to start with a song called Can't Have You, which I actually wrote with the bass player of Mountain Rose, Mr. Caleb Wilson, so here goes. If I were better looking, with blue eyes and a prettier smile, is that what it would take, little honey, to make my waiting worthwhile? If I had more money, baby, and was covered in diamonds and pearls, is that what it would take, little honey, just for you to be my girl? Oh, I can't seem to get through to you. Tell me what I gotta do. I'd give anything to be able to love you. So give me just one reason why I can't have you. Oh, 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 I can't have you. I can't have you. Oh, 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 I can't have you. It's been so long since I've seen you. You know you still look the same. And I keep on trying to get through to you, baby, but still you don't know my name. If I knew what you were thinking, I promise I could make it come true. But I'm still out here in the dark, waiting while you're out with someone new. Lord, I can't seem to get through to you. Tell me what I gotta do. I'd give anything to be able to love you. So give me just one reason why I can't have you. Oh, 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 I can't have you. I can't have you. Oh, 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 I can't have you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome to Red Barn Radio. Wherever in the world you're listening, welcome to Roots Music Southern Style. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn Radio's official radio partner, NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. Listen online at weku.org. Red Barn Radio is supported by Visit Lex, Lexington, Kentucky's Convention and Visitors Bureau. More information on what Lexington has to offer is at visitlex.com. LexArts, Lexington, Kentucky's premier cultural development, advocacy, and fundraising organization, working for the development of a strong and vibrant arts community as a means of enhancing the quality of life in Central Kentucky. Follow Red Barn Radio on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Here's the host of Red Barn Radio to tell us more about tonight's performance.
Our guest tonight, Lane Morris, is here for his first time on Red Barn Radio. Lane is here tonight playing solo acoustic, which we love. You can also check out his electric chops on YouTube. Check out Lane with his band Mountain Rose. Welcome back, Lane Morris.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Next, I think I'm going to play a song called Somewhere. I wrote this when I was about 18. It's about a girl leaving. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Wheels keep turning in the dark parts of my mind. Lord, they ain't stopping or leaving me behind. They're taking me somewhere, taking me somewhere that I don't like. Since she left me here all alone, the only thing that'll please me is drinking myself gone. I know she's gone somewhere. I know she's gone somewhere that I don't like. You know that somewhere it used to be my friend, took my mind away and left like the wind. Oh Lord, that's somewhere. Oh Lord, that's somewhere. It's something I don't like. Wheels keep turning, they won't leave me alone. And if they don't stop, Lord, I'll be dead and gone. You'll find me nowhere. You'll find me nowhere. That sounds just fine. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna switch gears a little bit here. This is a love song. Wrote it for my girlfriend, Miss Caitlin. It's called Lightning, and I wrote it a couple days after we met. It's just kind of how I felt seeing her for the first time. So. There's just something about you. I don't know if it's the way you want, but you took my breath away and threw my heart up on the wall. I could tell when you came in and you cast your gaze down on me. There was lightning, there was thunder, and all those other fiery things. Lightning, lightning, lightning. Won't you come and light me up again? Lightning, lightning, lightning. Won't you come and light me up again? I felt lightning once before, but I was too scared to take it on. So I closed my eyes and I ran away from the storm. But it came back in your touch, and I ain't felt the spark in so long. So come on, baby, bring the lightning, bring it on. Lightning, lightning, lightning. Won't you come and light me up again? Lightning, lightning, lightning. Won't you come and light me up again? Lightning, won't you come and light me up again? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right. Whew, out of breath on that. So, this next song, switching gears again. This is a song called "Land of Lost Liberty," and I'll just let the words explain it. Yeah. Cymbals are clanging, insults are slanging, anger and lies and deceit. Comments of color, hate towards the other, ain't either one standing for me. Shouts and misnomers, crooked seat holders, and a call for conformity. As long as there's lying, there'll always be fighting in the land of lost liberty. They speak of recession, pets going missing, but we're on the edge of a war. We ain't got the money to taste milk and honey, but Fido matters much more. And I'm tired of losing, tired of them using mirror and smoke on the screen. How'd we end up here, a nation ran by fear, the land of lost liberty? I'm tired of losing, tired of them using mirror and smoke on the screen. How'd we end up here, a nation ran by fear, the land of lost liberty, the land of lost liberty, the land of lost liberty. All right, now we're gonna play some blues. This is called Hey There Baby. It's just a simple blues song. Hope you guys enjoy. It's a lot of fun. I said, hey there, baby, where the hell have you been? I said, hey there, baby, where the hell have you been? You've been gone for 3 long nights now. You wanna come back home again? Well, now that's alright, baby. Why don't you pack your bags and leave? I said, that's alright, baby. Why don't you pack your bags and leave? 'Cause you wanna run out on me and leave me here to bleed. Well, you don't even want me, you won't call my name. So don't you come around here acting the same. I said, hey there, baby, where the hell have you been? You've been gone for 3 long nights now. You wanna come back home again? You've been gone for 3 long nights now. You wanna come back home again? Yeah. Thank you so much.
Hey, folks, you're listening to Red Barn Radio. Our guest is Lane Morris, and we are asking just one question right now. Where the hell have you been?
Glasgow.
His answer, Glasgow. So Glasgow is located in central Barron County, Kentucky, where Route 31 East, if you guys are looking at if you can just open up your maps now to page 37, right near 31 East and U.S. Route 68. They meet north of the city. There's some fun things to do in Glasgow, actually. I know we can name two, for instance. One of them actually is very big. One of them is actually Mammoth. It's called Mammoth Caves, and that's near Glasgow. And there's also Barren Lake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've just said everything that I know about Glasgow. So the rest is for you. Tell us about the place where you're from,
Well,
Lane.
it's a small town. A lot of pasture, a lot of cows.
Do we know how small it is? Like, do you know numbers by any chance?
Not off the top of my head.
I'm just curious. Like,
it's small enough you pretty much know everybody. Everybody
Okay.
kind of knows you. You know. We went to Walmart the other day and I saw 13 people that I knew that like shaking hands and talking. So it's
at Walmart?
yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That's a happening spot. People love Walmart.
Well, yeah.
But it's small. It's a sweet little place.
Yeah.
You know. I read in the newspaper that it kind of has a Mayberry. Remember Mayberry from the Andy Griffith Show? Has that
Yeah,
Mayberry feel. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's home.
So did you grow up in Glasgow in the sort of city, or were you out in the country?
I was out. 7 miles from the nearest stoplight. So I was close enough to go get something if you needed it. I was a ways out. I was out in the country. My dad has a cattle farm, and
Okay.
so we lived out in the country.
Yeah.
It was a nice little place, man. That's home. Again, it's home. I love it.
Yeah, and so as a young kid, did you play a part in sort of the life of the farm?
I cleaned a lot of fence rows. That was kind of my. If I got in trouble at school, that was my punishment.
Oh, really?
I'd go out there and clean fence rows, and it'd be hot, and I'd be mad.
Tell me what that entails, cleaning a fence row. I've never done that before.
So there are multiple ways to do it. Most people use a weed eater. They make weed eaters now have like wire or blades on them, but we didn't have that. We had a thing called a weed hook. It's a bar about that long that's razor sharp on both sides, and it's on a stick. It comes up to about your hip, and it's set at an angle, and you got to swing underneath the fence, make sure you don't hit it so you don't get shocked.
Woo, sort of.
Yeah.
Oh, electric
Yeah.
fence. So it's like I guess I would call that like a scythe or something.
It was a lot like a scythe or a sickle.
Yeah.
But instead of it being that big curved blade, it's just a bar, and it has a reinforcement on both sides. So your aim's got to be pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. So in any case, so you suffered cruel and unusual punishment as a child.
No, that taught me how to work. That taught me how to work and be honest.
Yeah. What else did you learn on the farm?
Well, gosh, that's a really good question. Like I said, I learned how to work, how to be around animals, how to enjoy life. Dad didn't really start getting into that. We had horses when I was a kid, and I've always loved them. I mean, it's just they've always had a special place. Horses have, but had to get rid of them, whatever. And he got his first cow again when I was 17, I think, 17, 18, and I mean, I just learned how to work cattle, learn how to pay attention to your surroundings.
Yeah.
And how to be gentle, which sounds kind of odd.
Yeah.
Like,
Tell me
how to
what
be
you mean by
gentle.
that.
So with animals, you can't push them too much, or that's how you get hurt, or they get hurt. And I was always told the quickest way to work cows is slow. So be, easy. Don't push too much. If you push something, it's going to blow up in your face. That very applicable to a lot of areas of life, I found. But yeah, that was probably the biggest lesson. That and how to work when you don't want to.
Yeah. Work because you have to.
Yeah, because cows got to eat.
Yeah.
And Lane's got to eat too. So.
Yeah, right, indeed. What about as a kid? How did school work for you?
Hated it.
Yeah. Why, how come?
I didn't like I've always had an issue with doing something that I don't want to do. Like I hate it. I think everybody hates it. That's just human nature, but I just didn't want to do it.
So you couldn't transfer what you learned on the farm, like you had to go and clean, do the fence
Well,
lines. You didn't like
those are
doing
lessons. Those are lessons that I'd learned. I'd realized that I learned in the past since I've been out of high school.
Oh, gotcha.
At the time, I just didn't. I like the people and I like being at school and going to recess and stuff, but I didn't like sitting in a classroom all day.
Yeah.
I'm really jittery, and
Yeah.
my mind I just bounce off the walls most of the time. So it was hard for me to stay focused.
Yeah, yeah. Did you feel like you had teachers who understood that about you?
Yes, there's
Yeah?
one in specific. His
Yeah.
name was Mr. Lucas, Byron Lucas. He done wonders for me. Like, I was a freshman in high school. My parents split up, and I was doing the split custody deal, and I was just taking it really hard.
Mm-hmm.
And he just, first day the news got broke to me, I went back to school, and I was just in a mess. And he came and gave me the biggest hug. And ever since then, it's always been, he was the teacher that supported this thing. He's like, dude, go do it. Go do it. Don't be scared. Go do it. And like, I owe a lot to him. Him specifically, I had amazing teachers in general, but he's one that sticks out.
Was he a music teacher?
He was my choir director.
He was.
Yeah.
Go back then to that time. Was that the time when, right about the time when music started to sort of stick with you, or you started to realize what music meant for your soul?
I've been playing since I could walk. Like, not guitar. I started on drums, and there's a video of me. My dad has it somewhere. I'm like 2 or 3, and they're playing Ray Charles in their little computer room. They had a computer room. It was one of the big computers from like 1985, And they're playing I Got a Woman, and I'm dancing around like this trying to sing. And it's always been a thing, but that really drove the nail in. That time frame. That's when I got my first guitar.
Talking about the time frame now when you were with Mr. Lucas, or
yeah, freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
Like I said, my parents had split up. They split up 2 days before my birthday, and my dad, money was really tight, and Dad saved up enough money to buy me a guitar. It was a Savannah Resonator, and I remember seeing it hanging in the window at the pawn shop and telling Dad, I want that.
And was it a Resonator guitar?
Uh-huh.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
So
it was supposed to be like one of these, real thin.
Uh-huh.
But it had been hanging there so long, the neck bent, and it was pretty much a dobro. I could play dobro
Yeah,
and
right.
play guitar at the same time. So, yeah, but yeah, that was the shift for me. Was that year? Like, I knew there was no doubt about it.
So around that time, were you listening to a lot of music on the radio? Were you mentioned at 3 years old, a memorable time when you were playing drums to Ray Charles? What's some of the oldest music you've listened to that you feel has really impacted you?
Are you talking oldest by when the song was released, or?
Yeah, like as far back, like Ray Charles, like for instance, I think of Ray Charles.
Robert
50s.
Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's way back.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
I started listening to that because I got that Resonator. I was like, well, I want to be able to play this thing.
Do you want to play slide?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Robert Johnson, Sun House, Muddy Waters, of course. I mean, everybody loves Muddy Waters that listens to blues. You can't not love him. Trying to think of some other
What about
guys.
John Lee Hooker? Yeah.
John Lee Hooker? Yeah. He was the first doing all that stuff.
Yeah, right.
I love it.
He's my fave.
Outside of blues, Hank Sr., of course. I love Hank Sr. But a lot of my listening, what I listen to most of the time is 60s, 70s, maybe early 80s. Late 50s. I love rockabilly stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's why I've got the big sideburns. But like Jerry Lee Lewis and all those guys, Johnny Cash, Conway Twitty.
You've named a lot. Yeah, Conway Twitty. You're going to do something by him later.
Yes.
So your journey back into the blues, if we can talk about that a little bit, that was that started because you landed your first instrument was an instrument that you weren't going to actually be playing the way you're playing this one tonight. It was an instrument
you
that
could, but you had to have vice grips for hands.
Yeah, right. Exactly, right. Exactly. So this is an instrument you were going to play some blues on.
Yeah.
How did your journey back into sort of blues history come about? Was it something you did on the internet? How did you, for instance, learn about Robert Johnson?
Well, I'm a huge I love Stevie Ray Vaughan. He's the reason I'm playing in general. Like I saw him playing at Austin City Limits. Just going after it, and I was like, man, I want to be able to play like that. I want to be Stevie Ray. Listening to him do interviews talking about Albert King and Buddy Guy, and then listening to them talk about Son House and Robert Johnson, and it was just going backwards. You got to go back to go forward, I think.
Yeah.
And Led Zeppelin too. They had a lot of blues songs that they kind of snuck in. So
Mr. Lucas then said to you, "Go for it."
Yeah.
What did that mean for you? Did you was that the point in time when you said, "I am going to go for it"? And what did that mean? That you were going to go find some other people to play with? That you were going to start playing in front of people more often? Or how did you develop the courage to do this? This is, I see this as an act of courage for all the players who come on our program. There are a lot of music programs out there, but the majority of them, I don't know of any others that do exactly what we do here.
Yeah.
Majority of them say, yeah, come on and play 3 tunes for us.
Yeah.
Or play 5 tunes for us at the most.
Yeah.
I mean, here we say, yeah, come on and play 15.
Yeah, 15.
Right?
Yeah, that's a lot of songs.
It is a lot of songs, but you know what? You're just you're so comfortable up there, and it's just great. How did you get that courage?
I've always fought for attention.
Hold up a little closer to the mic if you don't mind.
Yeah,
That's good.
sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
no, that's all right.
I've always wanted to be the center of attention. Like I just wanted people to look at me. My dad runs a beauty college, and he would play music on the stereo, and I'd get up and I'd dance around and do the whole thing. And there was one time I was dancing and I wasn't thinking anything about it. And there was a big circle of people, and that was the first time I was like, I like being in front of people. I like people clapping for me. So I think the courage has always not really been that much of an issue. The courage to play, and the courage to have some semblance of vulnerability with the crowd is where it took a lot of work, and that just came from doing it. I knew I had to do it. If I didn't, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be doing the shows that I'm doing now.
Yeah.
And you just gotta want it. The want's got to be a whole lot more than the fear. And if fear stops you, you might as well not try in the first place. I feel like be scared. A decision made out of fear oftentimes is not a great decision. I feel like that's from personal experience. So it just getting out and doing it, like just getting up on a stage and be like, hey, here's a song I wrote about this, that, and the other. Here's a cover. Just get up and do it. And that was something my dad really had to hammer into my head. Just get up and play, man. Get up and play. So
awesome. Hey, our guest this evening, thanks, Lane. Our guest this evening is Lane Morris. He's from Glasgow, Kentucky, and we've got a lot of music and conversation left to go. We're glad you're here with us on Red Barn Radio. Let's welcome back Lane Morris.
Thank you guys for having me. This has always been something that I've wanted to do, so it means a lot. It really does mean a lot. This song I'm going to play is called The One For Me. So yeah, it's about a girl. So hope you guys enjoy. Yeah. Neon throws down shadow across the floor. Forgive me if I seem a little rattled. I've just never seen a girl like you in here before. Your eyes can't hide what your mind wants, at least as far as mine can see. And honey, if you're tired of drinking alone, you're welcome to a shot of me. I wanna feel your rush against my skin, find out how to fall in love all over again. I'd be right there to hold you, 'cause I think that you're the one for me. For me. Here we are swapping secret somethings, and every word you say just burns me to the bone. I know this ain't gonna lead to nothing, and I hope that I ain't sleeping alone. Girl, how'd you get just as good as you are and making me feel like a man? How'd you find out all my needs? Lord, how'd you find out all my plans? I wanna feel your rush against my skin, find out how to fall in love all over again. I'd be right there to hold you, 'cause I think that you're the one for me. Alrighty, this here's a song called I'll Wait For You. I will wait for you right where I stand, for there's nothing in this world I want more than to be called your man. And your smile I've found like it ain't shined before, and I hope I can keep that smile around for a lifetime or more. You say that you're scared to hurt me, but the love I have will see us through. I found so much in you, darling, so I'll wait for you. You know the world has its ways of pulling you down. If there's one thing I hope you'd understand, I'm always place around. I'm all yours, you're my world. You don't have to be alone. So as soon as you're ready, I'm with you. I was made for you to hold. You say that you're scared to hurt me, but the love I have will see us through. I've found so much in you, darling, so I'll wait for you. I found so much in you, darling, so I'll wait for you. Thank you. All right. Here's another love song. This one's called 4-Letter Word. That's how I told my girlfriend I love her. So. I find myself staring at the ceiling, and your image keeps on keeping me from sleep. And I ain't used to having such a feeling, a warmth inside that keeps me company. I find myself not looking for redemption, women who don't have my heart in mind. I found the one who's been put in creation to come along and take the title mine. And you don't have to do anything, you're already more than I deserve. And I'm just trying to find how I'm gonna say I've fallen in that 4-letter word. Late at night when there's nothing short of silence, with sleepy breaths and sweet words spoken low, thank the Lord for bringing such a woman and giving me shelter from the cold. And you don't have to do anything, you're already more than I deserve. And I'm just trying to find how I'm gonna say I've fallen in that 4-letter word. Take all the pretty things in nature, like the leaves and the birds and the dunes, put them all together, and yet I'd wager they wouldn't come close to touching you. And you don't have to do anything, you're already more than I deserve. And I'm just trying to find how Lane's gonna say I've fallen in that 4-letter word. Lord, I've fallen. that four-letter word.
All right. Wow, pretty song, Lane.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a beauty. Hey, you know, when I get home from Red Barn Radio on Wednesday evenings, I always come in the front door and say to my partner, hey, we got to listen to the show. You got to check this out. It's great. So some of you may be wondering, well, how do you listen to a live stream after it's over? I'm here to tell you this evening, if you don't know, that when a live stream is over, it is not dead. It is still alive online. The roots and rhythm remain. And so you can listen at your leisure. Please tell folks when you see something on Red Barn Radio's live stream, get out there and tell your friends that what you listened to, the experience you had, and let's see if we can get more people viewing these live streams long after they're over, because this is a great experience. Don't miss a single episode of our program, folks, and like I said, tell your friends. What do you like about Red Barn Radio? It always means a lot. Next week, in the heart of Lincoln, Nebraska, live the Wildwoods. They are husband and wife trio, Noah and Chloe, alongside their longtime friend and bassist, Andrew. Their presence has graced stages alongside artists such as Mighty Poplar, Sierra Farrell, who's been right here on this stage, Iffy O'Donovan, Melissa Carper, Jamie Wyatt, and Joe Nichols at concerts and festivals like Summerfest, Fresh Grass, and the Oyster Ridge Music Festival. Their music, though comfortably under the folk Americana umbrella, weaves intricate chord structures and emotional textures that defy genre boundaries. We like that. Don't miss the show next week, folks. That's the Wildwoods from Lincoln, Nebraska. Next week on Red Barn Radio, in studio and on Red Barn Radio's live stream forever. 7 p.m. Eastern in North America if you really want to see it live. Let's welcome back Lane Morris.
Thank you. I'm going to play a new song for you. I wrote this a couple of weeks ago. Well, it's been longer than that, but to preface a little bit, everybody, sometimes I zone out, and people tap me on the shoulder and say, hey, you're in your own little world. And I wanted to tell them what my own little world is, so. My own world is a place of refuge, a place where I always want to be, a land where my heart ain't being misused, somewhere that I'd never want to leave. I found my world running from the real, chasing down the answer to life. When it comes to answers, I think of one, 'cause ain't no world better than mine. In my own world, I'm a hero. I've got everything that you need. All year round, my favorite flowers, they grow. How I wish that one time you could see my own little world. How I know it's aggravating when my mind just takes up and leaves. I just wish you understood this little neighborhood neighborhood is made out of every part of me. One time I want to take you with me and show you the cotton candy skies. We could go skipping rocks down by the creek and lay in the Johnson grass at night. In my own world you'd be a hero. I'd get you anything that you need. All year round your favorite flowers they grow. Then you'd understand why I need my own little world. My own little world. My own little world. My own little world. All right, here's another blues song. This is called Someone New. So. Lately I've been heading in a bad way, 'cause you left me here alone. I understand there's gonna be rainy days, but you brought one hell of a storm. When I wake up in the mornings and see nothing next to me, I'm reminded of those feelings I had when you had so much love for me. Girl, I know you're somewhere having fun, and for that I'm glad for you. But the tears keep welling up in my eyes, 'cause I know that fun's because of someone new. Yeah, I know that fun's because of someone new. I can't stand to be left alone, and I wish you felt the same. Since you left, this house just ain't been a home, and there ain't no one around to call my name. Oh, girl, I know you're somewhere having fun, and for that I'm glad for you. But the tears keep welling up in my eyes, 'cause I know that fun's because of someone new. Yeah, I know that fun's because of someone new. Last night I saw you out on the town, and you wouldn't even look my way. So how's a man like me gonna get along when the one he loves has ran away? Yeah, I know that fun's because of someone new. Girl, I know that fun's because of someone new. Thank you. All right. Let me get a sip of water here. Here's one called Long Gone. It's about having a day job and sometimes not want to be there. So. I've been working for this company, making pennies over dimes. It's a joke that just ain't funny to me. I'm getting underpaid for overtime. Someday I wanna get out of here and keep my mind on the road ahead. Leave it on in my rearview mirror. No more waking up with dread. And I'll be long gone when the sun starts to rise. Hear the road song make every mile mine. I'll be long gone when the sun starts to rise. Hear the road song make every mile mine. I've slaved away for a year plus a month or two. I do the same damn job every single day, and I'm begging for something new. Some people wanna stand in line for the rest of their lives, but my back is hard and bent from this 9 to 5. Won't somebody give me a light? And I'll be long gone when the sun starts to rise. In a row, song make every mile mine. I'll be long gone when the sun starts to rise. In a row, song make every mile mine. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Wow. All right. So when I play guitar, I don't think I use all the strings the way you do. You use all of them. I have, I think, about 20 A strings that I really haven't spent much time on. When I change my strings, I'm changing the high ones usually.
Yeah.
And my E string.
Yeah.
But my low E string.
Yeah.
Yeah. How you? I love the way you're going after it.
Wow, thank you.
It's a great sound.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a great sound, and it's not a sound really that we hear very much, where that instrument is. I mean, it's a true rhythm instrument you are working at there, and it's very percussive, and it really drives the songs in neat ways, as does your voice. So
I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. A lot of time put into it.
Yeah. Yeah, talk about that. How did you develop that particular style of playing? I mean, you've talked about some of your influences, but this seems to me like something you've really taken on as sort of your own sound.
Well, I just want to be Prince, man.
Yeah.
I got doing all that. Like all that stuff, I spent a lot of time just doing that. And a big thing, there's this guy named Corey Wong. He's a guitar player for a group called Volpeg. He does a lot of funk stuff, and he said he just sits there and does that, like beats 16th notes out and works on the accents and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of it really just came from playing shows and not having the backbeat, trying to feel the backbeat and trying to make it kind of come out so people get up and dance and enjoy the stuff. So it's that's really all I can amount it up to.
Yeah, there aren't too many acoustic shows that people can go to. Solo acoustic shows you can go to. They're going to make you dance, but you would. I mean, I felt like shaking my booty a couple times.
Oh, did you?
I did. I felt like it. I'm a little shy.
That's a very high compliment.
But,
Thank you.
Nah, it's a great sound. When I was growing up, I remember telling my friends what my dad did for a living, and I'd say he was an insurance man, and I remember the looks that kids would give me, like, what does that mean? What is an insurance man? I wonder when you were growing up, did your dad own the beauty business when you were growing up?
No.
The beauty show it's a school.
Yeah.
It's school. Yeah. Tell me about that, because it's kind of fascinating.
So we have to go way back.
Okay.
When my dad was young. My grandmother, Elsie, Gwen, if you're watching, hi, I love you. She had a little parlor in the back of her house. Like, she ran a beauty shop out of the back of her house.
In Glasgow?
No, this was in Monticello.
Oh, okay.
In Wayne County.
Yeah. Okay.
So Dad was always around here. Yeah. And then he he worked when he moved to Glasgow, he worked at Burton Feeds and then had a gas station and got a job at PJ's. My grandmother was working there at the time.
What's PJ's?
It's
Is that
a
IGA?
cosmetology school.
Oh, gotcha.
PJ School of Cosmetology. Yeah, there's a couple of schools. It's a chain. So
he went there to work as a young person, and was he in there to learn how to cut hair?
No.
What did he do?
He enrollment. He did a lot of enrollment stuff, like enrolling students, because it's like a lot of people go there to get their haircut, but there's a lot of it's a school, it's a college.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of students. He was enrolling students and doing stuff like that, financial aid, this, that, and the other. When I was a kid, now he's kind of moved up the ladder and stuff now.
Same business?
Yep.
Is it still PJ's?
Yep. He's in Miami Beach right now, or was in Miami Beach when I talked to him a couple hours ago, doing a visit on a school or doing a business trip for. So yeah, he's around a lot for that school.
Huh.
Yeah.
And so that's in Glasgow.
Mm-hmm.
And is the enrollment? I mean, are there a lot of young men and women who want to learn that particular trade?
Yeah.
Around you?
It depends on the time of the. It depends. Sometimes, yes. Sometimes no. I guess that's just schools. Some people want to do it. Some people don't.
A lot of people start and then quit.
I'm not comfortable dispelling such information.
Oh, sure. I understand. Okay.
I might get in trouble.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, it's not about the school. It's just about, do a lot of people go into that field thinking, well, yeah, I think I really do want to do this, and they get in and they go like, I don't know, maybe I don't.
Yeah. Of course, I'm only speaking from what I've seen.
Yeah.
It's there's other schools out of state and stuff like that, so it could be different school to school. It's just people are people,
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
people do something and decide it's not for them, go do something else.
Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. Oh, I was just curious. The more you talk about your dad, the more interesting he is to me.
He's a very, very interesting man.
Yeah, and it's terrific, and it sounds like he has had the courage to try a lot of different things. It sounds like he's had a lot of different kinds of job experiences and taught you how to the art of doing what you don't want to do.
Yeah, and I still haven't mastered it yet.
Yeah, that's all right. It's a life. It's a life to learn that kind of thing. Can you talk about some other jobs that you've done along the way that were kinds of things that you just don't want to do? Like you sang the song a little while ago about taking on a job that just you can't stand.
Well, I worked at Subway for about 2 years. Started when I was 15 and quit when I was around 17. And went and worked on a big horse farm. Started out cleaning stalls and doing this, that, and the other. And I just didn't like work. I didn't like working in the food industry. I didn't like going home smelling like banana peppers, you know. So, but I mean, there are things there. To me, there are things to enjoy and things not to enjoy. That's everything.
Yeah.
So it just depends on the day, really. Some days I'm like, man, I enjoy doing this, and then the other days I'm like, man, I just want to be sitting on the couch right now, watching TV, eating Cheez-Its.
You like the regular or the white cheddar? Yeah.
I like big Cheez-Its.
Oh, the big. Okay, the
Yeah.
big. That's a good product.
Yeah.
So let's go. Let's go to your back to your music. The last we talked, you were, I think, sort of moving through high school. At what point in time did you first form a band? You told me you had a band that did some blues stuff and some funky stuff, and then you took a break from that. I'd love to hear you just sort of talk us through that period of your life and what kinds of things you learned in the process of putting a band together and sustaining that.
So, I'm going to try and keep it as succinct as possible because
that's all right.
ramble.
That's all right.
Started the band when I was 19 in 2021 with 3 people. One of them, Dale, the drummer, I'd been playing with him since we were little kids. And I'd just been around him for a very long time, and Reese came and said, hey, I want to get something together. And we were all like, yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Come on, let's go. And we were going to record, and I was like, hey, if we want to record an album and put it out, I feel like we need to have a following. So we started playing at bars and fairs and festivals and this, that, and the other. We were in a bar or at a show at least every weekend for 2 years almost, at least twice a weekend.
How'd you get all those gigs?
I can talk.
Okay. Oh, all right.
It's hard for me to take no for an answer sometimes.
Yeah.
And at that time we had, everybody was reaching out. So when you get four young people who know how to jabber, messaging people like, hey, let us come play, let us come play, let us come play, let us come play, you're going to get a lot of yeses because people are just tired of being bugged. I'm not saying we were good or anything, but it was a lot of fun. We rocked and rolled. And then my life had changed a lot. And I had some stuff going on, and I thought maybe I need to take a step back because at the point I was not able to be a good leader. I wasn't very good at communicating. I was a kid, and I still am, 22. But I took a step back. I was like, hey, I don't think I can do this anymore right now. Maybe if something happens, we can come back together. That lasted for about a year and a half, and by golly, here we are again, rocking and rolling. We actually have a show this Saturday. Playing a lot of blues and rock and roll and honky tonk and everything under the sun.
Yeah, well, talk about how your bandmates responded to that. You were fronting the band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how did your bandmates respond to that? And how did you sort of create that boundary for yourself? At what point did you realize, hey, you know what? I really I need to make this choice.
Mm-hmm. The band responded okay. Like it was a business agreement. It wasn't anything about friendship or relationship.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, I don't feel like I can serve you guys like I need to right now. And I'm probably misquoting because that's been forever ago.
Yeah, as you remember it.
Yeah. And I basically told them, hey, I think I need to take a step back because I'm not necessarily who I want to be for me. I'm not being honest to you guys. I'm not being honest to myself. And they responded really well. Like they were like, okay, we understand. Do what you have to do. I came to the conclusion just after a lot of thought and prayer about it. And that's the thing. Like prayer has gotten me. I mean, I have so many answered prayers, and that was a big one. Like I had asked God to heal me for my malfunctions, for lack of a better term, and to make me the man that He wants me to be. And I still ask Him that because I know I'm not 100%. But that I think that had to happen in order for me to be in the place I'm in now.
Yeah.
And I knew that if I did that, it was going to be a ride. Like, it was going to be a rodeo, a hard rodeo. But the reward has been so amazing. And I knew that there was going to be a point where I was going to do it anyways, or we were going to blow up. We were kids, we were guys, especially guys don't know how to talk about their feelings.
Right.
So it was going to blow up one way or another, and I felt like I was probably causing a lot of the issue, and I just decided to step back and heal and grow.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Healing and growth in this business is a challenge, right? You know, because of the environments where you play, the schedule you keep. Can you say just a couple of things before we get back to music? Can you say a couple of things that you've learned about staying healthy when you have that busy schedule where you're playing all the time and
doing a day job and
doing a day job, and you're out late at night, and then you're getting up in the morning to go back to the day job?
Well,
how do you do it? You know, what's your strategy for keeping healthy?
I don't get a lot of sleep anyways. I stay up late, and I'm a night owl. But a lot of the things that I have learned about healing aren't necessarily something that, for me, it's eating good, exercising a little bit, and on your days off from work and music, take a freaking day off. And a lot of it has came through my girlfriend, Caitlin. She's been like, hey, buddy, you need to slow down sometimes. And I do. Like, I just go. Realizing when it's time to stop and breathe is very important. And personally, a lot of it is you have to be inspired. You have to stay inspired. And a huge inspiration for me has been God, like just giving me, putting thoughts into my head, putting ideas, and just giving me the energy to do it in the first place. And I you know, he's done a whole lot, you know, so.
Lane Morris is my guest tonight on Red Barn Radio. We have more music coming right up now with Lane. Let's get back to it.
Okay. Thank y'all. This one's a letter to my mom. So it's called Dear Mom. I hope you guys enjoy. Dear Mom, yeah, I'm sorry. I know we haven't spoke in a while. I just needed room for thinking. I needed space to learn how to smile. Why'd you do the things that hurt me? Like leaving me alone to survive. Did you ever think what that would feel like? Or were you just trying to run away and hide? I'd stand here with my own cross if you would carry yours for a while. And Mama, even though I know you love me, that doesn't change a broken-hearted child. How I know wasn't easy. I'd done wrong and I'd done it out of spite. But you never made a home for me. I was runner-up to a lazy person's high. I'd stand here with my own cross if you would carry yours for a while. And Mama, even though I know you love me, that doesn't change a broken-hearted child. I spent so long alone, left out in the cold, that these scars have become a part of me. If you could see the pain that binds me up in chains, I doubt I'd hear a real apology. I'm just trying to make you see. I'd stand here with my own cross if you could carry yours for a while. Mama, even though I know you love me, that doesn't change a broken-hearted child. That doesn't change a broken-hearted child. Whew. That about got me. All right. Just gonna keep it sad. Let's go. This is called The Weight That I Bear. This is another new one. There we go. Let me get right here. I found out the hard way that I ain't the best. No matter how hard I try, I fall before the rest. I don't get up on Sunday to go spend time with the Lord. I know He's up there watching, but we don't talk that much anymore. And I've tried to find a way to deal with all the dirt that I wear, but all the water can't wash away the way that I seem to bear. I've still got tired in my eyes. I'm kept awake by the fears and the doubts I don't want to recognize. Regret from underplaying the loved ones in my world. My mama and my daddy, that little dog-haired girl. I've tried to find a way to deal with all of the dirt that I wear, but all the water can't wash away the weight that I seem to bear, that I seem to bear, that I seem to bear, that I seem to bear. Alrighty. This is not one I wrote. This is a Conway Twitty song, but I wished I'd have wrote it. I'm a big Conway fan, so I figured it would be appropriate to pay homage, as they say. So here's a goodbye time. It's your life. You say you need a change. Don't all the dreams we've seen come true mean anything? You say it's different now, and you keep staring at the door. How can you walk away? Don't I matter anymore? If being free is worth what you leave behind, and if it's too late for love to change your mind, then it's goodbye time. We had known that our love would come to this, we could have saved our harsh surge of wasted years. Well, it's been fun. What else can I say? If the feeling's gone, words won't stop you anyway. If to change your mind. And it's goodbye time.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, there are many people to thank for our broadcast. I think we should start with Lane Morris, our guest on tonight's program.
Thank you guys so much. I had a big time, real big time.
And we are clapping for all of you out there, too, for listening to our webcast, watching us on social media, and those of you who are listening to us on our growing network of Red Barn stations and media worldwide. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn's premier radio partner, Central and Eastern Kentucky's radio news leader. You can listen online at weku.org. It's your chance to hear more great live music from Red Barn Radio and WEKU, NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. Those of you here in the Central Kentucky area, you got to be sure to check out Red Barn TV. It's our weekly program of music now on ABC TV 36. Red Barn Radio comes to you from our home, the Arts Place Performance Hall in downtown Lexington, Kentucky. Our website has updates and further information. Just go to redbarnradio.com. Before we close out tonight's program, let's bring back Lane Morris for one more tune.
Thank y'all. I decided to end the night with a song called Hello. Wrote it about running back into my girlfriend. We broke up, ran back into each other, and now we've been together ever since. So, this is called Hello. Hello, it's been a while. You look as good as ever. You still got that pretty smile. How are you? Have you been all right? After a couple of beers, I get to feeling fine. I know it might seem crazy, but could you stay for a drink? It'd be on me, so just get what you'd wish. I was thinking maybe you could tell me what you meant when you said to me in that sweet voice I missed, hello. So, if you don't mind, your hand so soft and tender, could I hold in mine? Would you go with me tonight? Sweet could spend forever holding each other through the night. I know it might seem crazy, but did you ever want to miss a little guy like me with hands made for you? But I was thinking maybe we shouldn't give up on love like this. I've got a list of things that we used to do, like hello, 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 hello.
All right.
Thank you so very much.
Well, that's all for our show for this week. You can see and hear Red Barn Radio worldwide as we stream live on the web on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern in North America. Hey, and it's always great to hear from all of you who listen to Red Barn Radio's archive performances on your favorite streaming platforms. Listeners, speaking of you, please, before, during, or after you enjoy Red Barn Radio, love us. I mean, take just a moment to engage with what we're doing. Your comments, your sharing, your choice to subscribe, that all keeps Roots Music Southern Style coming to your neck of the woods and beyond. And now we bid you good night. Let's stick together, let's appreciate each other, and let's join up again next week for another great evening of music and conversation on Red Barn Radio. I'm Bradford Becker. See you next time.